Setting the rate for our work is one of the most challenging tasks to do as a freelancer. हम चाहते तो है चार्ज करना for what we deserve, but also want to stand out from the crowd with low prices. इससे होता ये है कि हम अपना रेट ठीक से सेट नहीं करते and end up giving away our work for much lesser. So today in this video, let's talk about how to set your rate as a freelancer and also charge for things that we often ignore but shouldn't. So let's start. The most important skill you'll learn from your career as a freelancer is how to get paid appropriately for your work. Whether you're just a fresher who's out of college, an experienced professional, an expert in your field of study, or just a person who's really passionate about writing and storytelling, आपको अपनी वैल्यू पता होनी चाहिए और ये रियलाइज होना चाहिए that it's perfectly alright to charge for everything that you do. So how do I set my rate as a freelancer? एक प्रोजेक्ट के लिए चार्ज करते वक्त काफी चीजें ध्यान में रखनी पड़ती हैं. सबसे पहले फिक्स अ मिनिमम रेट दैट यू विल चार्ज फॉर ऑल प्रोजेक्ट्स. ये वो रेट है जिस पे आप कभी कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करेंगे, नो मैटर व्हाट द प्रोजेक्ट इज. इसके बाद अपनी कॉस्ट ऐड कीजिए. थिंग्स लाइक अ सॉफ्टवेयर दैट यू परचेज्ड और कन्वेंस चार्जेस इफ यू इनकर्ड एनी. वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस मोर अबाउट दिस अहेड, सो स्टे ट्यून्ड टिल द एंड ऑफ द वीडियो. फिर देखिए कि आप कितने दिन इस प्रोजेक्ट पर स्पेंड करेंगे एंड मल्टीप्लाई दैट विद योर आवर्ली रेट. अगर आपको लगता है कि एक डिफिकल्ट क्लाइंट है जो काफी चेंजेस मांगेगा, तो टेल देम दैट यू विल चार्ज एक्स्ट्रा आफ्टर द सेकंड और थर्ड चेंज. Lastly, don't forget that you are paying a professional tax on this bill. Make sure to factor in for that as well. लेकिन कुछ चीजें ऐसी होती हैं जिनको चार्ज करते वक्त फैक्टर इन करना हम भूल जाते हैं. हमको लगता है कि the client will not want to pay for it, so I charge for it at all. But these things are important to look at and account for when deciding your rate. Here are a few of those things that you should charge for and weave into your contract. Meetings. Meetings are important and chargeable. कॉल्स पे लगने वाला टाइम भी काम है जो आप क्लाइंट के लिए कर रहे हैं. If you don't charge for it, then that's work that we're doing for free. Add meeting time in your total number of hours. Research. Research is often the most challenging part to charge as a freelancer. For example, as a content writer, मुझे आर्टिकल लिखने के लिए तो 1 घंटा लगेगा, but जो 3 घंटे मैंने रिसर्च में इन्वेस्ट किए to find the right experts, credible sources and accurate data, what about that? All of a sudden, the project now takes 4 times the amount of time. But obviously, आपका client आपको 4 times तो pay नहीं करेगा if you charge hourly. And if you charge a flat rate, you will end up giving them a gigantic discount. दोनों ही cases problematic है और एक profitable freelancer बनने के लिए दोनों ही unhelpful है. You have to be mindful of the research time before you give a quote. Research does not depend on the hourly rate, but on the topic that you are researching on. The deeper the research, the more the charge. सेकेंडरी रिसर्च यानी इंटरनेट पे रिसर्च करना और प्राइमरी रिसर्च यानी लोगों को कॉल करके या फील्ड रिसर्च करना, इनके अलग रेट्स होते हैं. नीडलेस टू से, प्राइमरी रिसर्च इज मच मोर इंटेंसिव एंड यू नीड टू एस्टिमेट द कॉस्ट प्रॉपर्ली. फ्रेश सैंपल्स. काफी इंडस्ट्रीज में फ्रेश सैंपल्स देने का ट्रेंड काफी पॉपुलर है, where you give samples pertaining to your client. While the idea is wise, it is free work. We're putting time and effort into it that we could instead be putting into legitimate paid projects. Be specific about the samples you send in. अगर client आपको deal close करने से पहले ही samples मांगे, तो उन्हें कहिए कि आप अपना already produced work ही send करेंगे. Tell them that you are more than willing to create fresh samples specific to them, as long as they consider it as your first submission and pay for the same. At times, it's acceptable to send free fresh samples in case you're asked to work on a topic that you haven't covered already. पर उस केस में भी make sure the client doesn't publish your work without your permission, and if they do, they pay you appropriately. If need be, explain your motive behind the demand to make them understand. Revisions. Revisions are a crucial part of any project. मगर research की तरह ही, revisions take time. Find a time range that fits you best and make sure your clients are aware of your working methodology. This will also limit the revisions allowed in your contract. Set a threshold for how many edit rounds you offer and propose extended rates if the client wants more. Scope creep. Although a management term by origin, scope creep is very common in freelance work and should be accounted for. Scope creep तब होता है जब एक client आपसे request करता है to do more than what was originally in the contract. Mostly ये उन cases में होता है जब client is unsure what to ask you for. शुरू में तो it seems like a few tiny tasks, but before you know it, it snowballs out of control and now you're working for free again. Set up a limit for scope creep so that when the client crosses it, you're ready for it. You can charge an hourly rate for the extra work and add it to the cost of your quote, or you can charge an extra percentage from the original project specifically for the scope creep. इसको अपने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में भी मेंशन कीजिए beforehand to remind your client when the time for payment comes. ऐसा करने से पेमेंट के वक्त आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं होंगी. Access and tools, सॉफ्टवेयर, सब्सक्रिप्शंस टू ऑनलाइन सर्विसेज एटसेट्रा, ये सब चीजें आपको एक प्रोजेक्ट पूरा करने में काम आती हैं. Charge a small fee for these elements and quote accordingly. If this is a tool जो आपको आगे काम आएगा, then you should charge only a small percentage of the cost to the client. Maybe you won't need additional tools for every project, so charge only when absolutely necessary. Especially अगर उस specific project को करने के लिए आपको कोई extra tools खरीदने पड़ रहे हैं. Late payments. Getting paid is a struggle when you're a freelancer. लेकिन इसको फिक्स करने के लिए कुछ तो करना जरूरी है. A late payment fee comes in handy in such cases. Be sure to include such fees in the contract and invoice. Mention it to the client when signing the contract so that both parties are on board about the expectations and consequences. After getting too many hits to my bank account, I decided to charge a 10% late payment penalty on all my projects. Since adopting the policy, I haven't had one client send in a late payment. And that's how I know it works. Cancellations. Cancellations rarely happen. But at worst, you might get a client who just cancels your project out of the blue. When you don't have a cushion of savings, a client cancelling could leave you between a rock and a financial hard place. Cancellation fees do not fix this completely, but it helps with the monetary recovery. Include a section on cancellations in your contract, specifying the notice period the client must give before cancelling, and charge a fee if they cancel during that time frame. Even though you're a freelancer, treat yourself as a business. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope it gave you some more clarity about charging for a project as a freelancer. Freelance isn't an easy or an alternate career option, and it definitely isn't free. Know your value, set your worth, and confidently stick to your merits to get the most out of your freelancing career. We'll be back with another video very soon. Till then, stay tuned.
If you like our videos and want more such informational content, then do not forget to subscribe to our channel.